There is one simple question most men never think to ask a woman, yet the men who ask it become unforgettable in her mind. She remembers them, she talks about them to her friends. She replays their conversations later when she is alone. This single question creates emotional impact. Today, you will learn what this question is, why it works deeply, and how you can use it naturally. But before we reveal it, you need to understand something important. First, many men still ask boring surface-level questions. They ask things like, "How was your day?" They ask safe questions. These questions create no emotional connection. She stays closed, she stays distant. If you want her to open emotionally and feel drawn toward you, you must learn a completely different approach. Starting today, right now, I am going to explain the psychology behind female attraction in a simple and clear way. You will learn powerful psychological triggers most men never understand. These triggers create emotional interest naturally. They do not require tricks. They require awareness. By the end of this, you will understand why curiosity creates stronger attraction than trying to impress her ever could. Curiosity creates emotional energy. Emotional energy creates lasting attraction. Naturally, most men believe attraction comes from impressing her constantly. They talk about their job. They talk about their job, about their achievements. They talk about their plans and success. There is nothing wrong with being proud, but something important happens inside her mind. She disconnects emotionally. She listens less because attraction does not grow from hearing about you. It grows from how she feels about herself around you emotionally. The fastest way to create emotional attraction is not talking more about yourself. It is helping her express herself more. When she feels heard, she feels valued. When she feels valued, she feels safe. When she feels safe, she opens emotionally. This emotional opening creates attraction naturally. It happens without force. It happens because she associates you with emotional comfort and emotional understanding deeply inside her mind. Most men ask logical and predictable questions. They ask about her job, they ask about her school, they ask basic questions everyone asks. These questions keep everything flat and unemotional. They create no spark. But when you ask about her passions, something changes. When you ask what excites her, she feels alive. She feels seen. She begins sharing parts of herself she normally keeps hidden from others. When you ask meaningful questions, you invite her into emotional depth. You give her permission to reflect and express freely. She begins to trust you more. She feels comfortable opening emotionally. This creates emotional connection. Emotional connection creates attraction naturally. She feels understood. Understanding creates emotional closeness. Emotional closeness creates desire. This process happens quietly, but its effects are powerful and long-lasting. Inside her memory, many men fear asking deeper questions. They worry about seeming too serious or too emotional, but this fear holds them back. Emotional depth does not show weakness. It shows confidence. It shows maturity. It shows emotional intelligence. It separates you from men who only try to impress her. Emotional depth shows you are comfortable with real connection. This comfort makes you stand out naturally without forcing anything. Another important truth is emotional safety creates emotional openness. Emotional safety does not mean agreeing with everything she says. It means allowing her to be herself freely. It means listening without judging her. It means giving her space to express honestly. When she feels safe, her body relaxes. Her mind relaxes. She stops protecting herself. She begins trusting you more deeply and naturally. Over time, you create emotional safety by listening carefully and patiently. Do not interrupt her. Let her finish her thoughts. Ask follow-up questions that show real interest. Simple words like, "Tell me more," create emotional trust. Simple curiosity creates emotional closeness. She feels respected. She feels heard. This creates emotional attraction. Slowly, she begins associating you with comfort, calmness, and emotional stability inside her mind completely. When you truly listen, she feels something rare and powerful. She feels understood. Most people listen to reply, but you listen to understand. This difference matters deeply. She feels emotionally held. She feels safe expressing her feelings. This emotional safety creates emotional desire. Emotional desire grows naturally. It cannot be forced. It can only be created through emotional presence and emotional awareness consistently. Now, there is another powerful psychological truth you must understand clearly. There is a difference between needing approval and having presence. Neediness pushes people away. Presence pulls people closer. When you seek her approval constantly, she feels pressure. Pressure creates emotional distance. But when you are calm and centered, she feels safe. Safety creates attraction. Calm presence creates emotional magnetism naturally without effort. Presence means you are fully in the moment. You are not trying to impress her constantly. You are not performing. You are simply being yourself. You listen calmly. You speak calmly. You allow silence naturally. Silence shows confidence. Confidence creates emotional attraction. She feels your stability. She feels your calm energy. This calm presence makes her feel safe and emotionally comfortable around you deeply. When you stop seeking approval, something powerful happens. She begins seeking your approval instead. This shift changes everything. You become emotionally attractive naturally. She feels drawn toward you. She wants your attention. She wants your presence. This happens because emotional strength creates emotional attraction. Emotional independence creates emotional respect. Emotional respect creates emotional desire naturally and deeply inside her emotional world. Curiosity is one of the strongest emotional triggers in attraction. When you ask meaningful questions, she feels special. She feels important. She feels emotionally valued. This creates emotional connection. Emotional connection creates emotional attraction. Attraction built on emotional connection lasts longer. It feels deeper. It feels real. This is how unforgettable emotional impact is created through simple emotional curiosity and presence consistently. Remember this clearly. Attraction is not about perfection. It is not about saying perfect words. It is about emotional awareness. It is about curiosity. It is about presence. When you create emotional safety, attraction follows naturally. When you show emotional strength, attraction grows naturally. Emotional connection always comes before emotional desire. This is the truth most men never fully understand or apply. The man who understands emotional connection becomes unforgettable. He does not chase emotional approval, he creates emotional space. She enters that space willingly. She opens emotionally and naturally. She feels safe expressing herself. She feels emotionally connected. This emotional connection creates emotional attraction that stays in her mind long after the conversation ends completely and deeply, affects her emotional memory. Now, it is your turn to apply this knowledge in real life. Start asking better questions. Start listening more deeply. Start creating emotional safety and emotional presence. These simple changes create powerful results. Attraction will grow naturally. Emotional connection will grow naturally. You will become unforgettable because emotional strength, emotional curiosity, and emotional presence always create lasting attraction and emotional impact naturally.